the Bow River, remember? And earlier I took you to Bow Falls, right? So now we're on the opposite side of the river, and instead of being below the falls, we are above the falls. Okay, so it's just going to be a different image. And as we go along here, I want you to really take in what we're seeing here. This is called Surprise Corner that we're coming up to for a number of reasons. It's a really sharp corner, so it's always a surprise when I go around it what's on the other side. But there's lots of things for you to look at. If you're on the right-hand side of the bus, you're able to look down at the Bow Falls, which looks very different when you're above it. Also, above the Bow Falls, we have the beautiful Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, the castle in the Rockies, a different angle, a different side, a different view. Above the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, we have the Rimrock Resort on the left-hand side. Some of you might have stayed there on your first time out here. Now, just above the Rimrock Resort Hotel, because it's a nice clear day, you can, if depending on your eyesight, you can look at the gondola buckets just above the Rimrock Resort Hotel. You can see the gondola buckets going up the mountain, and you've already been there. So if you're able to take a picture of all of this, it comes together. Bow Falls, the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, the Rimrock Resort, and the gondola, the tower at the top, the weather station. And folks, I can only stop and let you get off the bus for a picture if there's no one in my bus parking spot and I'm about to, oh, there's somebody already there. So I'm going to go really slow. If you want to take a picture, remember to get your camera right up to that glass without a glare. I'm not allowed to stop here. It's a live corner. I have to go slow, but I'm not allowed to stop. Okay? But there's already one bus in my parking spot, and we're not allowed to try and double park. So unfortunately, there's going to be a small gap. Perhaps right there. Try that. Ready? 3, 2, is there trees there? I'm sorry, I'd love to stop, folks, but I cannot stop. We just have to go slow. I'm sorry, but at least we got to look at it, right? Now, yeah, I'm sorry, but that bus was in our way. Now, if he wasn't there, I could stop and let you off and go up the stairs, and you can, but we just can't. I'm so sorry. I do appreciate your patience. Stop yelling. Okay, now we're just going to continue to climb here. 71. Before Banff became a town. Small people were gathering here. A lady was teaching music in a little schoolhouse up here, and then it became more and more. So that's the original house that was on the water back there, where we saw his house. But because he's wealthy and all of a sudden he's got his nose up in the sky, he didn't like the house. It was an old house. There's the recording studios on the left-hand side in the trees, those little round wooden things. Wow. Really neat. You can bang on the drums all you want in there, and a deer outside eating the grass is not going to hear it. Yeah, it's really, really neat, well thought out. But anyway, the Slaters, they wanted to be on the water. That was the only house available at the time when they were looking, and she said, well, I don't like this, tear it down. Not allowed to tear down a house if it has heritage status. So that house has heritage status, so she said, well, can we give it away and you take it away? And they said yes. So they donated it to the Art Center. And here in the Art Center, there are theaters for dramatic arts and musical arts. There's different concert halls in there for orchestras to put on their shows. There's accommodations in here, so people, famous people and not so famous people that have just as much importance as everyone else, because no one's better than the next guy. Just as a side note, for free, so yeah, you can sleep on that. But there's lots of accommodations here, and if you're an author and you have writer's block or you need a new idea, you can come to the Banff Center and you can stay here as long as you want, because there's a hotel in there. And you can just work here and go for walks through the forest and look at the wildlife, and maybe it's trying to pick what gear to choose because I'm on an angle and it's... Well, we're just going to take our time. If you can look through the traffic and see how high we've come in a very short distance. Yes, I'm in the middle of the road on purpose. I'm trying to stay away from... Oh, look at the dog in the motorhome. So cute.
Not real.
He's been there a long time.
It's two-way traffic. Jeez.
We're just going to take our time here. We're going to get as close to this van as possible. I'm trying to hint that that's not a good place to park.
I think they got the hint.
They all want to take the hiking trail up to the top of Tunnel Mountain. So remember the Sleeping Buffalo? We're on Tunnel Mountain. That's the mountain we're on right now. And as we look down at the town on the left-hand side, you can look across the valley and you can see where Vermilion Lakes is. And this mountain in front of us on the left-hand side, this is Mount Norquay, with the ski hill runs up there on Mount Norquay. The next small mountain is called Brewster Mountain. Brewster Mountain, named after the Brewster brothers that started the Brewster Company that you're riding on today. Did you hear all about those brothers?
Yes.
Yes, pretty neat, eh?
Yeah.
So here we are, 2019, still riding on a Brewster sightseeing adventure. Yep, very good. So that's why it's called Brewster Mountain. It's named after the brothers. They have a lot of influence and history here in this town. We're looking for wildlife on both sides of the road. And on the left-hand side of the next viewpoint, we're going to be looking down at Banff Avenue. So we came in slow because I have to go wide and I don't want anyone to hit us. We have to get close to the back of the bus, to the wall. You see the street. That is Banff Avenue. Look at the view that they have when they're exchanging their vows.
Wow.
Rundle Mountain is in behind or in front of them. So they're just waiting for the bride, and she's looking in the mirror, making sure her hair's right. That'll be the groomsman, not the groom.
Yeah, they're saying it's
Look,
cold.
they're all waiting. Oh, we should. Now this is a good time for the air horn, right? Congratulations. Have a fun day. So isn't that a great spot to exchange your vows? Right there on that septic tank. That's what it is. But they don't care because the view is nice. Actually, we don't tell them that. We don't want them to back away. It is why the grass is so green. Isn't that neat? I'm glad you got to see that actually taking place. And one of our Brewster drivers, maybe some of you have had Andy as your driver? Andy? No, not Andy. You're Andrew, young guy?
Yeah.
Okay, no, Andy. So Andy is one of our Brewster sightseeing drivers. He got married there at that location. Okay, if you like wood carvings, on the right-hand side you're going to see a wolf on a stump. And if you look straight past that, on the other side of the parking lot, you'll see a ram way over there. This was done by a local